Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Utes ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So San Jose State's offense will get the first crack at it here. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion move to sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He breaks a tackle. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it on! Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's a draw. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space, and they will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Utah's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this. That's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. On the run, it's Sims. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A designed run for the quarterback. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another.
Touchdown, San Jose State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Diggs. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He'll keep it himself, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These read option plays are very hard. So always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again. It's just frustrating.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Quick completion on the out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a... Breaks into the open. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. On the run, it's Sims. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Off the RPO, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! After the score. We'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. ULM sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Wachita Parish. That's how much they took that crowd out of it.
Got it set up on the outside.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He's got him. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up the fourth down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Good completion on the outbound. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Isaac. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And just a spectacular punt. He'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Utes are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback keeper. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Isaac. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll move the tight end. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will give them the lead.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab on the left. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we know these slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. That's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Bolden finds his man on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. It's complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game.
There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He stopped just a chain length or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Handoff from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to get the corner. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. On the move. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got enough for 12. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And they'll take a knee.
And I think if you're the head coach, you got to be happy with what you saw, especially from the offensive unit in this game. Week 1, you had no turnovers, and now you're dialing up your favorite play in the playbook, victory.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect?